guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maggie. Today we're talking about a concept called passive listening. Passive listening means listening without reacting. I brought up this term because I think people like me who speaks English as a second language sometimes involuntarily become passive listeners. For example, you're in a conversation with two other Americans, and when it's your turn to speak, the conversation seems to stop. If you've ever been into one of those situations, today's video is for you. Before we start, let's talk a little bit about the Lingoda Marathon. This is going to be their last ever Lingoda language marathon promotion, and they're extending the sign-up deadline for 10 more days. Yay! Lingoda Marathon is a 3-month language studying event that, if successfully completed, you can get 100% refund. I will talk in details at the end of the video, so if you're interested, definitely stay tuned till the end. Now, with all that being said, let's get into the video. To begin with, I just want to say, when I first came here, I had that feeling where I feel like Americans are going off topic, but they seem to have no problem with it. So I started to ask myself, why do I feel that way? And then I realized everything I learned from school in English is kind of a question and answer format. So you most likely learn a question and then you learn a one-sentence answer, but that's not the case in everyday life. So I came across this concept called passive listening. Even native speakers make this mistake, or not a mistake, or have this habit where they tend to just listen, and it's just really hard for the other person to carry the conversation forward. So let's look at an example.
You are from the Bronx? Are you? Sorry. Are you going home for the holidays?
First, let me just say, by no means I'm criticizing Cardi B or calling her a passive listener, because sometimes two people just don't vibe. But see, when she only gives one word answer, it's really hard for Jimmy Fallon to carry on that thread of the conversation, meaning that topic or whatever they're talking about before. But I think for us who speaks English as a second language, we might involuntarily do that just because we don't know what to say or we don't really know how to carry the conversation forward. So today we have 3 solutions, and hopefully that will help you. So the first one is to say some short words or phrases to let the other person know that you're still with them. This one is the most common. You will hear people say, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. For sure. For sure. What happened after that? What happened after that? What happened after that? What happened next? What happened next? No way. No way. No way. Are you serious? Are you serious? That sounds fascinating. That sounds fascinating. No, you didn't. You say this one when you're surprised. For example,
when I find that person that is right for me and he'll be wonderful, and when I look at that person, I'm not even going to be able to remember the boy who broke up with me over the phone in 25 seconds when I was 18. No, you did not!
When someone tells you something that you're surprised, you can say, no, he didn't, or no, she didn't, or no, you didn't do that. Exactly. Exactly. I know. I know. Right? Right? I know. The next thing you can do is to ask more open-ended questions. For example, when you first meet someone, you probably ask them, what do you do, right? If they just answer their profession and you have no follow-up questions, then this conversation could become really awkward. And then a really good follow-up question is the how and why questions, because we all know that those questions you can't just answer with one word or one sentence because they have to tell a story. For example, what do you do? I'm an architect. Oh wow, how interesting. What made you decide to become an architect? And then you can ask, how do you like being an architect? How do you like it? For example, if you ask me, why did I become a YouTuber or an English teacher? I I will tell you the story. I will go on and on about it because I really love what I do. So I think this is a really good strategy when your English might not be that advanced and your vocabulary is limited and you want the other person to talk more than you. So you can just ask those questions and have them talk. How do you like it? How do you like being an architect? Or what do you think about? What do you think about something? Or tell me about your favorite movie. Tell me about your favorite wine. Last but not least, I found is really useful in a conversation is to simply summarize what the other person just said.
I'm not even going to be able to remember the boy who broke up with me over the phone in 25 seconds when I was 18.
He broke up with on the phone?
Yeah, it was like a record, I think.
I like this one a lot because you don't have to come up with a question. You can just summarize what they just said, and normally it'll get the other person talk more or deeply into the reason they're doing that or what they meant. And that's really good for you because then you get to know them on a deeper level as well. Alright, that's the 3 solutions we have for you today. Now let's talk a little bit about Lingoda Marathon. 首先说一下 Lingoda 马拉松，它是一个为期3个月的语言学习马拉松。你可以学英语、德语、法语、西语，或者是商务英语。而且好消息是，这一次报名的截止日期呢延长了10天。现在的报名截止日期呢为2019年的9月19日，所以还有10天的时间，大家抓紧哦。你可以选择2种马拉松，第一种呢是全马拉松，也就是在2019年9月23日到2019年12月21日这一段期间呢，不间断的每天上一节 Lingoda 线上学习班。这个学习班呢是不超过5人的小班，而且是具有资格认证的母语专业教师。在报名之前呢，大家一定去读一读它的报名条款。Lingoda 很贴心的为大家做了中文的网站和所有的条款，一定要提前先阅读这一些条款，然后确保自己能够成功的完成这个马拉松，之后才能拿到退款。另一种呢是半马拉松，也就是在同样的期间内，每个月上15节 Lingoda 语言小班，成功完成之后呢，你可以拿到1半的退款。
报名的时候所交的49欧元会自动扣到你第1个月的课费里面，用我的折扣码呢可以有10欧元的减免。
报名的链接和折扣码呢都在我的描述栏里面。如果你时间允许，又是一个非常自律的人呢，我觉得这是一个非常好的机会。3个月的时间，每天上一节大概1小时的课程，英语一定会有很大的进步。但是呢，在你报名之前要确认自己的时间，然后仔细的阅读条款，这样的话呢，能够成功的拿到退款。因为 Lingoda 是订阅制的服务，所以在3个月成功学习之后呢，你不想再继续服务，一定不要忘记取消订阅。好，这就是今天的视频啦，非常感谢大家的观看，我们下期再见，拜。